let's see about what Jay's up to this week. As is often the case, I do not have his decks at the ready, but I'll bring them up as I'm loading them. And I actually want to... We'll go to the paid account for that purpose. Reasonable point, Wujo. They don't technically have the set symbol on it. They were available in the boosters, but they're not technically in the set. Kind of weird, but true.
So have they made an early band list? Has anyone heard about that? I know there were rumors of it floating.
For this event? What are you talking about?
Well, there were originally rumors that it was going to come out during this event or something.
What?
That they were going to move up the standard ban list. There have been a lot of rumors flying.
Yeah.
About, Golas or Fields or others being banned.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet, but that's coming like Monday, I think?
Maybe. I didn't know. There were some rumors of it leaking a little early, and I just hadn't heard anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any leaks, but I'm frequently disconnected from the community when I turn off this stream, so...
Yeah, it was halfway in asking the audience if anyone had heard anything. Yeah, there was some talk about them putting it on the stream and just letting people know during the event. As some sort of weird, this is going to sound good. Anyway, but with that said, the format is, I don't want to say terrible. It's dominated by two decks right now. One deck is, of course, the Golos that we all saw coming, since it lost nothing when the sets rotated out. The other deck is, of course, the various and Simic food decks. So there's a lot of that, plus there's a lot more junk on Arena running around right now. And I've been experimenting, not worrying too much if the decks are top tier, because the ban list will, of course, impact the format a lot. But to start off, there is this deck that when I was looking at other design ideas and seeing there, that was one of the most fun decks I have played in recent times, and it's a mono blue dredge deck. I am super excited for you to put that on and to get a chance to play that deck. It plays like straight up dredge, but it's mono blue and it's in standard format, and it's fast and it kills people with damage.
Cool.
And it is super awesome.
I think I've played against something like this. I don't know if you brewed from ground zero or got inspired by somebody else's deck, but I in my grinding, I did face something like this and thought, wow, this is a clever deck. So I'm looking forward to trying it too. I'm going to bring it up on screen for you right now. For those, I put up a link. If you want to go to the link I just put in chat, you just have to update the date range to be current. I don't know, Wujo. I think just we're going to get Conflux and be happy. And here's, sorry, to go back to this set draft thing. A set doesn't have to have too much at this point. It just has to have critical cards. I mean, think of it this way. Your classic constructed deck that's running a bunch of 4-ofs has 9 slots, right? We're ultimately only drafting 9 slots to fill. That's not exactly right. We can use 3s and 2s and 1s or whatever, but fundamentally, we don't need much from any given pick. But at this point, I'd like to know what we're trying to do. And so I like the idea of Conflux because I know exactly what it means we do. And yeah, Time Spiral, Vision, primarily Vision and a lot of depth of choices. But again, that's why. Yeah, sorry, Robert. I'll help you with the Fairy Tale decks in a second. Let's go. Let me first bring up the deck that didn't hear any. Oh, that's right. When I bring Jay on, the game audio softens, at least for me. I don't know if it's still strong for you guys, but we're look, so we got all the cards. That's nice to see.
It wasn't terribly expensive.
All right, so I'm going to leave it in this. We'll call it Mono Blue Dredge. Funny.
It is, and it is just, the deck is clean and pure. You're just gonna mill yourself and deal them damage with Creeping Chill, beat down with Arclight Phoenix and the Narco, the little 1/1 guy who mills into play, and you just go to town with it. It's kind of amazing. You play a bunch of little, opt-in spells like that.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to try that in just a second, but I am also going to deliver on what Robert is looking for, which is the 3 flavor decks I made for the Fairy Tale battle. So I'm going to... This is the Snow White deck. This is the Jack and the Beanstalk. And then here is Hansel and Gretel. So there you go, Robert. And now let's get this sweet mono blue deck loaded in. All right. Well, okay, Wujo, I want to know what deck you want to build if we take OGW, right? So tell me what specifically we're going to build. Because the reason I like World Wake 1 and Conflux 2 is that I know exactly what I want to build if we take those. Like, taking World Wake gives us a possibility of just straight blue-white control, and Conflux gives us a clean direction into... we already have birds, so we don't need to... Oh, yeah, we have... Yes, I thought you were saying what was in Conflux, in the set you're talking about. So... anyway, figure out what direction you want to go with that pick, and I'll absolutely put it on the list if it sends us to a deck that we want to consider. Anyway, I have now updated Stream Decker, so this should produce... There you go, the Mono Blue Dredge. Also, I think Cardboard Live will update to include that once I start playing. So anyway, let's give it a shot. I've been enjoying the Ben S. I don't know if it's... He just probably net decked it, or I'm not sure he built the deck, but it's the one he registered for the tournament today, so that's why I called it Ben S. Knights. We're going to go Mono Blue Dredge.
I've certainly seen a lot of red-white Knights decks running around. Was there something from Black he pulled in?
Oh yeah, it's like it seems crazy. Like, it's a bunch of 1 and 2 drop Knights that are white, black, and red. But between all the shock lands and the uncommon Night land, you can just cast them all. The mana is actually great in the deck. All right, keep this, or is this a...
You got 2 mana, you're good.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll change Twitch title. Thank you for that. I often forget to do that when I bring Jay on, but I'll remember to do that now. Do we need to get things going right away? Are we playing this tapped? Guess we island and Secret Keep.
No, you don't play a tap. Just play an island out and mill yourself and be off to the races.
So hard to target myself with Secret Keeper being a limited player.
Hey, jackpot.
Woohoo! Hey, Dionysus, thank you for the sub. Audio might be a little weird right now, buddy, but here, just for you. Some say I never heard of ya. A rat burglar. There you go. That's Dionysus's resub celebration.
Okay,
Hold on, let me
next
change
up.
this title.
Yeah.
Sorry, Oppo, give me a second. Making sure I spelled your name right. All right, I think I got it. Okay.
Sounds good. Fire into a discovery.
Yeah,
Get
and we'll
some more
go
stuff into the
battlefield
graveyard,
right.
hopefully, and get another land. Narco is a blocker.
Okay. Pay 2 life.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I do this and then we put it into play, right?
Put them both into the graveyard.
Just making sure I don't screw up Narcomoeba.
Yep. It's just like casting.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
Nice. 3 for 1. Although we got 2 of those for free, so whatever.
Exactly.
And now I'm going to do some updating here. A format standard. Sorry, Oppo. I'm not trying to drag it around. I'm just trying to keep my S together. All right.
So basically you're going to opt in discovery in this turn. I'm just trying to think of which one is best. I'm not sure it matters.
Well, I'll start here then. Start with a sorcery.
Sure.
Maybe we want to wait. This got to go into the yard because I assume we put everything with jumpstart in the yard, but we want to keep this and start.
Keep the drowned secrets. You can drawing that and put that into play, and that's a good call.
Can't do it now. Maybe just play the keeper and block. Is that crazy?
Sure. That's what it's there for.
You got it, Mama. I'll sing whatever song you want. You choose your. If you want Rat Burglar, I'll do that. But
block in time.
Yeah. You don't have to twist my arm too much to start singing. So, all right, now let's get the drowned secrets down. And we still milling ourselves, or do we start to mill them out at some point?
No.
How do we win? What's the win?
Oh, you just beat them down.
Beat them down with
creeping chill, and no, you mill you. You know, I mean, go ahead and cast a radical idea if you want.
Care of it's our turn, their turn. Let's do it, I guess.
You're not going to get enough to trigger, so it doesn't really matter. And of course, look at that, sweet. Next turn, you're going to pop that into play and beat them down with it.
Oh man, if you're going to assign me Buble, I need to do homework. You know, make me do homework, Mama. Start practicing. Is there countermat? Like, spawn seems dangerous for us here.
Let's summon it.
And then
just pop it. Fire 3 things. Mill your set. Fire 3 things off.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this.
Right. This is dredge. You're not milling them. You're milling you.
Can we get 3? Okay, we can go opt. Let's opt it. Maybe we'll find more. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. That and they are 2. Oops. I was thinking that was surveil, but not that matters a whole lot.
Doesn't matter. Oh, you didn't want to draw that, but
no, not the best draw. But we can pitch it with
discard that. Pitch that. Oh, I was going to pitch the land, but
oh yeah, I figured we just keep needing land, and that would be okay. But let's do this.
Sure. Well, mission briefing is.
We're never casting that. Might as well pitch it.
Actually, you often do. It's only 4. You've got.
We do have black. That's true.
Hey, look at that. Get some life.
Rocket's got opinions.
Hopefully that opinion's beat down for 6.
He's just in vocal support of this.
Tell me this isn't the most fun thing you've ever
This
done
is
with
weird.
a mono blue deck.
I see red cards.
Oh, no, you didn't cast them. You dredged them.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can have your little ground zombie there. I'm just going to unsummon here.
Wait till your turn.
Oh, in case we get more stuff to do?
There could be reasons, yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to use all my mana. Figuring it wouldn't matter too much, but...
So here, for example, since they're tapped out, I would just cast the Creeping Chill first.
Okay.
See what goes into... I guess, this doesn't even trigger your graveyard. So just unsummon them and swing for near lethal. Oh, we're 1 mana off.
From lethal? Yeah, because
from 1.
altitude.
We have, and it's even in the... Yeah. You could have jumped it, but oh well. They know what's coming.
Yeah, Spawn is now just a game loser. All right. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it is really close to tier 1. I'm sort of hoping with the ban list that it will be, and it is awesome. I mean, I'm not a big fan due to interactivity problems of milling the opponent as a deck strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit concerned with the design and development of this set that they may have gotten a little bit sloppy by putting too much mill effects in.
Yeah, suddenly mill is good.
Yeah,
you don't necessarily want it to be.
I don't know you ever want mill to be good. Because it's, one of those non-interactive play modalities. You're just doing your thing, and it doesn't matter what the other person does.
Totally.
And they feel bad the whole time.
Where would we meet, Dionysus? Yeah, we'll play this in Opt. I mean, I'll do a meetup of any listener, viewer who wants when I'm going to an event. But I don't know where this meetup happens, Dionysus. Am I coming to the Netherlands? That'd be cool. If I ever visit your wonderful country, I'll be sure to let you know, and you can take me to a good place to eat. That's all I want. I always like the best food opportunities at. Whoa, are they just? Or is this our turn? This is our turn. I see. Never mind.
Yeah, you can go play me up whenever. It's fine.
Yeah, I was thinking we were going to untap for our turn 2, but they hadn't taken their turn 1 yet.
Right.
Yeah, if you come to Seattle, it doesn't need to be 1 year, and you don't need to have a 1-year badge. We can try and find something to do.
There's always Mox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or Mox.
If you're willing to come to Mox Boarding House Seattle, I'm in, because that's like 5 minutes from my house. So. Yeah, I think we need land.
I should be playing hooky this weekend, but all my coworkers are off towards Berlin this weekend for Essen.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Paradox Con, PDX Con, then Essen.
Exciting! You got lots to show this time, huh?
Well, there's a lot of Shadowrun stuff that we're working on, so.
Yeah, Robert points out GP in Seattle pending. I'll try and be there for that. Anybody wants to show up to that? Let's hang.
That might be a good time to have a get together.
Yeah. Let's see. I assume we want to do 2 life, go Drown Secrets, and then
let's see what we get. Let's get the Drown Secrets. Drown Secrets is very now. This one is interesting. You could go the other way, but I think it's crazy too.
Just self mill again.
Self mill again. Although this one you could play, I haven't played this fight the other direction to see what happens. You have the perfect start to go the other way is my only reason. But I think we should play the deck the way it's meant to be.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there's a Nar.
I'd love to go to Amsterdam sometime, Dionysus. And you know me, I've got my wife's a vegetarian. I don't eat vegan often. She's very much a vegetarian and not a vegan. But that being said, I think I think the world is a little bit too black and white on meat eating and not. Like it's fine to eat less meat, you know. So that's kind of been my approach. Is I don't think I'll ever be a vegetarian, but I've eaten less and less and less meat and less red meat as the years have gone on. So that's kind of how I approach it. Well, this is starting to get troublesome.
Discovery.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
A little life back there.
More importantly, double bolt.
Yeah. And an Archimedes. This game's easy.
It is.
Probably can put that in the yard, though. Do we want another secrets?
Let's go for it. We want to kill them.
All right.
Cast it out. We want to kill them on the next turn anyway. These cards aren't going to mill themselves.
Yeah, where's our stupid phoenixes, though? Come on, deck.
They'll come out.
No reason to attack. They've got a reach dude.
But it gives us a good unsummoned target.
I didn't take it off the list because it at least has fetches. They're not fetches, shocks that we wouldn't mind having, but I didn't really dig into Dissension as a spell, as a spell option. All right. Well, if we brief, unsummon,
we're gonna need. Yeah, let's. Start with something easy like the unsummon. We'll see, or
because we can't. We don't really have a path to 3 spells this turn.
You
do. We do.
Brief, unsummon, unsummon.
Or unsummon, brief, unsummon.
Unsummon, brief, unsummon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So unsummon the 0/3 for starters.
Yeah, cool. Because annoying blocker.
Right. Annoying blocker.
Secret Keeper isn't the instant or sorcery we need for our tricks.
We want to kill right here. We might be able to, as crazy as it sounds. We're going to mill a ton of cards. 3 damage.
Funny that we are this far into our library with nary a Phoenix yet.
No, but they'll come.
There's one.
There's also a really nice slot machine effect for this. I guess op probably better than 2.
Yeah!
3! Jackpot! Come on, isn't this the best kill you've ever had for...
It's close. It's up there. I might just retire from Magic now, so...
Take an op, take an unsummon, either
we'll go unsummon. We got to get one of these zombies and give it the finger. Yeah, tell what you mean by slot machine effect.
By slot machine effect, there's this building excitement where you're pulling for a jackpot. Come on, deck, flip over Arclight. Come on, Arclight, Arclight, Arclight! that sort of effect as the
Mhm.
wheel spins. In this case, the deck mills.
Hee hee. Suck it,
And in
Field.
this
Where's your
case,
dead now? I got your zombies right here, pal.
this is why I felt like this was like the most fun deck I've played in forever. While, as I was saying, I don't really like milling the opponent, but milling yourself like this for the win is awesome.
That felt great. You got so many decks, though, we should probably try a different one, but that was sweet.
Play another one.
All right, we'll do one more time.
They're fast, too. That's the other great thing. It even grinds well.
Yeah, because you win or lose quickly on the
Yeah.
grind.
This is why I was super excited about just starting off with this, even if it's, I hadn't had this much fun with a new deck in forever. I hope Mons was playing this somewhere in R&D at some point.
This is certainly not what somebody expects when they see a turn 1 watery grave. Let's just get our secrets set up.
Yep.
A bunch of awkward 2-drops here. Would love a one mana spell for next turn. We go secrets into like Secret Keeper.
Yeah.
Thanks for the bits, Raptor. Ah, we got a 1-drop. Great.
Hey, great. Drop out of Drowned Secrets. And
I think we just pass and then.
Sure. Yeah.
Because if they attack, we can go ahead and opt and see if we come up with a Narcomoeba.
Mm-hmm. Let them live in fear.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they live in fear yet. They have no idea there's Narcomoebas in here. Although maybe they do. The Drowned Secrets are a little bit of a clue.
A little bit, but most people play go offensive with this style of deck. So I've got a question for you, Ryan. I don't know if this is something you've ever done in Limited. Have you ever played an intentionally thick deck, like put your whole sideboard in against a mill effect deck?
I've only done that when I don't really have spikes of power in the deck, and I have a lot of solid bench stuff. Like if the power level of my deck is pretty flat, then I'm okay with that. But in general, I don't want to weaken my chances to hit my most powerful cards. I'd rather just try and beat it with power. Mm-hmm. That's where I land on it.
Okay, I just didn't. I'd used it before, and in this format, of course, it's very viable, or it seems very viable.
Yeah, I've done it once in this format even, but it really does for me take like. There's nothing particularly obscene in my deck anyway. Might as well.
Right.
And I have all these.
It's like starting with 30 life.
Right. All right, we got that. No Narcomoeba, but a little
bolt.
Little drain bolt.
What's that? Lightning Helix?
Lightning Helix, yeah. Oh, is there any way to get that in the yard if we leave it on top? Not really, huh?
Not without, yeah.
Because we don't have an instant. Oh no, we can leave it on top and put a stop and radical on upkeep. So let's do that. Oh no, but we're gonna draw it. Never mind, can't do it because we'll just draw it right now.
Right.
But we can radical. Well, still worth keeping.
Drop it.
Eventually, we'll radical drop it. Yeah. Eventually, we'll do it. I was trying to figure out how to do it immediately, and you can't really do it immediately, but we'll get there eventually.
Okay, radical dropping it still counts the instant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got kind of a weird hand case anyway, so it might, wind up being best to drop out Narcomoeba. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't care. Go for it. Take whatever you want. Probably Discovery Dispersal, really. Yeah, it's like the one. Ugh, now we got a bunch of stuff we want to let's see. I guess we just radical though for now. Look for a land.
Good. Got a defender.
Another one of those, sure.
Stay in the race.
No land though, unfortunately. We can altitude just to pitch the Phoenix, but we don't.
That doesn't trigger
it, so
I wouldn't.
Just wait.
Yep. On the plus side, you got a fog out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fog's worth of life.
Inhaled a little bit of my pretzel dust, so my throat's complaining.
Oh, they killed the little guy.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for picking off an Archamoeba. I guess they drew a card too, right?
Yeah. Actually, no. They just get 2 mana.
No, it draws, right? You add 2 and draw a card, so they drew a card off it. Hey, Dave. It's my old buddy Dweebicus. We worked together on This is Vegas, which is a video game I've told stories about on stream before. The most expensive unshipped game of all time, or it's certainly up there. Now we can do briefing. Something.
So I might just hardcast the Creeping Chill. It's a really boring turn.
That is
but
boring.
It's sort of a reload turn.
I guess if we do briefing altitude, well, we need a creature. We don't have a target for altitude now.
That's true.
We'd have to go like
briefing opt,
and then no, it's not.
Get a narco, which
I'm gonna do your play.
Yeah, it's just a reload turn, but they're not really pressuring you. Until Oppo shows pressure, you can afford to putz around a little bit, build your hand.
Dave, how you doing in California? How's the new job? Dave was in Seattle and then took a job in Cali, and haven't really chatted with him since. So hope he's doing great.
Is that Dave Guskin?
No, Dave Webb. I don't think you know Dave Webb, but you never know in the game industry.
Yeah,
probably worked with him for 3 years, and I don't know it. Well, we're up against it, but as we've seen, this deck can explosively suddenly just throw a bunch of phoenixes at their face. So we're a little low, but not just dead or anything.
Far from it. They're still not really putting critical pressure. Do you have an unsummon in the yard?
Good question. No unsummon yet.
Yeah, it's time to, I think, start milling then.
Do we need this to pitch? No, we want to pitch these anyway, right?
Well, pitch the Arclight and see what you get.
Yeah, start there.
See. You might need to pitch the land also.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see what we get.
We'll get there.
There we go. Better.
Yeah, although we're if we want to fire off, if we want 3 spells, we need a discovery for a 1 because we can't do this. No, we could target one of theirs. You're right. That's what somebody was saying. We could target one of theirs just to do it. So let's start with the discovery.
Yep. Even better, one of ours.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. I think I think you may want the
Take
Merfolk.
this.
Whoa,
Like
no.
this?
We want to draw that. Yeah, I
Like
think. Well,
this.
you're gonna mill away, so.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
true.
take the Merfolk Secret Keeper.
Yeah, this doesn't really matter either way then, but
Yeah, I guess you put that on the discard just because gives you more chance to mill to your own goodness.
that's true. I should have put it on the bottom just for that.
Yeah, but it took me a second to think through it too, without distractions.
There's one. A little
There we
more.
go.
Okay.
That'll work. That's nice.
Yeah, Dave, I didn't even want to tell anybody. If you want to tell, like, I'm happy to bring it up because I think it's a situation that needs far more nuance than the internet is kind of allowing for. But if you don't care, I'll tell I'll tell my viewers that Dave took a job at left Seattle to go take a management job at Blizzard, kind of a dream job for him, and but it got a little bit crazy right off the bat for him, given all the stuff in the news these days and the tricky situation of capitalism relying upon an authoritarian country. Like it's a weird. It's easy to bash on Blizzard right now, but there's a lot of companies that would be put under some serious strain if they got into it with China. But where are our values? How do you live your values and still be a capitalist, you know?
So it looks like you've got the kill in the graveyard right now.
What's the kill?
Well, you can cast 3 spells out of your radical.
If they kill
It
a
doesn't if
phoenix.
they kill off your arclights, and if they
Then
don't, of course.
yeah, and if we can sack it's a sacrifice effect, so we can just sacrifice our Narcomoeba too.
Right.
Good man. At the end of the day, it's complicated, but you got a game to make. Make it good. You never know what you're going to get around here, Sholin. All right, do we need to do? I mean, they can't. Like, this protects against priest, so I think we just get there.
I
But
would be
let's go for it.
tempted to go. Because you're just exactly there if they have anything.
Yeah, so we'll do some stuff.
Right.
See if we can pile on.
There's no reason to think you can't.
There we go. That'll help.
There we go. Just a little bit of reinforcement, should be enough.
We can pitch the narc to another radical.
Mm-hmm. Just to check, what is your graveyard size?
12, 10,
I just
8,
want to make sure you don't kill yourself.
7. Now we're right up to the edge is what we're doing. Is this a May? Target player. We can always target them if we need to. So let's go with altitude. Heck, I'll do it on a Phoenix. Discard a card. And we are at 7. So we can still do it to us.
Sure. Get another one out. It is now or never. And you're not going to kill yourself by milling. Hey, there we go.
Yep.
Took you long enough.
And if they
Did
have
you put that
now,
one on the
maybe they
bottom?
have removal. So yeah, so excellent. Not enough.
Right.
Turned
That's
out to
why
be essential, as it turns out. All right, nice start there, Jay. Fun
I
3-0 with this crazy mono blue dredge.
yeah, it's the most fun thing that I've played in a while. Actually, the next deck is a pricey deck. Fair warning, it's Esper. But I think I have a viable Esper in the current metagame, which is a crazy thing to say, because it's just going to get better with the bannings.
Cool. Okay, well, we'll check it out, and we'll see. You know, we have a lot of resources here that we can draw. You know, if we need to go buy some packs, I'll do that. But
Let's see what it is.
let's start with the getting the deck.
So I had got my head kicked in forever getting this deck to work. It felt like, because Esper, there's a reason there are no Espers in the Mythic Championship right now.
Now, hold on, wait, before you go on, it's so I can get the right deck. It says Brewing Optimal 2020 Esper. Is that what you mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Now, because 2020 to me says it's the pre-Eldraine format.
Oh, no, it has Eldraine. It
Okay,
was
so
what they called. It's still what they call it inside the.
I'm just going to take the 2020 off so it doesn't confuse.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it is fine.
Do that. Save. Okay, so this is the deck we're going to go for now.
Absolutely.
Put that for you all to see, and then I'm going to do the exporting.
So, as weird as it sounds, Esper has to strike this note of not just a little discard, but complete discard. You've got to thoroughly destroy their hand. Now, the weird thing is the Doom Foretold is a discard card. You're trying to basically, sure, use it as an abyss while they, for their permanence. But really, a lot of times you're just using it to make them discard one, you discard one, you get a 2/2, and you get some life, and you drain them for a couple. But it's really discarding them. I mean, that's why you have the crazy 3/3 flying haste legend.
Rankle.
Yeah, rankle. You're rankling them to knock out cards out of their hand. And
right,
it's a
interesting.
weird utility. If you look at this deck has 10 discard cards in it.
So we've gone from mill to discard, and we're seeing just how evil a person Jay actually is. But he's on our side, so that's fine.
I was trying to get the Esper to work. It's hard. I mean, it's really hard, and it's still not quite there. It's close. It's not going to be as easy as those dredge fights you just had.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. Actually, so we only need 2 rares to make this happen.
Awesome.
We could replace Fae of Wishes, or I can just go, wow, we even have the full board.
You do. You need Fae of Wishes. You need to own the full set of
So
Fae,
then
or 3 Fae of Wishes, anyway.
Save and exit. Got that. We're going to work on that right now. 6 packs here will get us 1, and then we'll go and buy some more. You can look at the deck list is, use the link there, Guru. Check it out while I open packs. Let's find a Fae of Wishes, huh? Come on, one time, dealer. Fae of Wishes. No. I like having that castle, though.
I probably should have 2 castles in the deck. Right now, I only own 1 myself. Hey, you got a Goose, which is now a required 4 of in the format.
Oh, yeah. Goose is an important standard card now. Got to get those turn 2 Okos going. All right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more packs minimum, and then we'll have the phase. So let's buy, isn't there a 6-pack bundle? Yeah, we'll just grab this. So freeing to be on the paid account where it's like, yeah, whatever, throw some gems at it. NBD. Yeah, sideboard becomes super relevant with the Fae, right?
Incredibly relevant. It's, a great wish, a repeatable wish.
Whose value, Forgotten Dog?
And you got a Fires, another key card for the format.
Yeah. All right. Now we only needed 2 cards. We may have to come back if we, depending on Jay's next deck, but
You should be fine. The next decks are we'll hop into a little bit of for a block. One of which is I pulled a Pauper in, or a Peasant.
You want another Vantress then? And go.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
You know me on the paid account. I've always been like this on the paid account. Respecting the 61 card special from Mr. Schneider. It's not that.
So in this case,
registering for a pro tour or anything.
Right. No, I just haven't tweaked it out. This mana base worked. I was feeling a little light, so I just added a castle. And it wasn't worth pulling out the fighting for the other weird one. I'd rather spend my time playing than.
I think I'm going to need your help on this one, piloting, though.
It plays a little easier than you might think.
All right.
As long as you make sure to watch the castle for sets. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is pretty straightforward.
See, it works when we do it too. It is my theory that any deck that has the capability of a turn 2 Thought Erasure casts a turn 2 Thought Erasure.
You got it. And if they play weenies, drop out a turn 3.
Actually, let's go Silence.
Go for Narset.
Do we need that? I guess we do. We only have one blue. And this is an island, so it'll enter untapped.
Correct.
And we're certainly going to do this and do this.
Hooray! I'm betting they're a Fires deck.
No, look what it is.
Oh, look at that.
So I guess we got to get rid of secrets.
Yeah, this one, drop their secrets.
And we don't really need a time wipe against this deck.
No time wipes.
To answer Dave's question, Dave Webb, my old buddy, is surprised to see me playing Standard. We play Standard Friday afternoons, basically. We get our friend Jay Schneider here on for some deck brewing. And go for it. Let's see. Just Narset or kill the Narco?
So, they have draw on the hand, don't they?
Yeah, they've got Opt and Radical.
Yeah, let's shut it down.
Shut down, the draw.
Shut down the draw.
Yeah. I respect that, Oppo. I scoop early to things I can't beat, too.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Narset's one of the reasons I took War of the Spark with our last draft pick, because playing with Narset seems evil. Not as cool. Raptor's like, here's a penny. Fine, I'll take it. Try that again.
As funny as that sounds in a lot of ways, that really is a lot about what Esper is. Turn 3 Narset scoop. Well, I think you know the plan. Oh,
well, you don't quite have it yet.
You don't.
I told you we should keep, though.
I definitely, you keep. It's not great, but you keep.
And I'm just going to get the Swamp now. I guess I could have waited. Nah, I like Swamp now, because then we have a chance at untapped blue source on turn 2. Laggy lag, may have to restart the client here.
Maybe it's a Knights deck.
What happened to the Feather deck? Did it lose some incredibly crucial piece that makes it completely not viable anymore?
It did. It lost, some of its
Reckless rage, says Raptor.
invulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the only reason it didn't have the thought erasure, as I said, is because I put in the second castle. This should have been an island.
Well, that was something we wanted to look at.
Mm-hmm.
But we're early enough, so still we get you can play the thought erasure, and you still got another tap land for this turn. Okay, well, we know we're playing against. Leads to interesting questions what we take away from them. Everything is good there.
This is a rough look.
This is a really rough look. So how are we going to beat them? Well, we're going to discard everything they have. How are we going to get them to discard? I guess
I think we start on Narset.
Yeah, let's start on Narset. Might as well. Get rid of the oath. That hand is way better than ours for this fight.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's
pieces of
scry.
dead weight.
Ooh, well.
Ah, that helps.
Keep that.
Oh yeah.
Take out their first planeswalker.
Absolutely. Although we might take out the first one. Well. Yeah, I'm wondering if we Kaya so that we have something else to sack.
True. Yeah, we could get that going. Sure, I'm down with that. We play this
Let's go ahead
tapped.
and do that. Besides, they hate it when you eat their graveyard.
Probably just gonna... Oh, they got a Narset? Okay. They found another one.
That's all right. This is... Yeah, you've got to drop it out. You definitely need to draw some gas here.
Yeah.
No gas, and this is going to get ugly quick.
They're getting 2 draws out of the Narset. Kind of becomes easy for them to just pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
You making your OG dub pitch, Wujo? Yeah, sure. You can post them in Discord. Fair enough. That's gonna be tough to beat, I think. They already have some... I mean, this isn't
tough.
amazing.
You need to top deck something here.
And let Kaya go.
Kaya.
All right.
Drawing, that's close enough to gas.
Yeah, it's a start. We have to give up Doom Foretold next turn, but...
Right.
Start here. More Narset. Sarkhan fires is problematic. Probably just have to take the fires at this point.
You have to take the fires.
Oath, also not getting it done. Although it could take out a planeswalker, right?
Yeah, it's not good enough, though. You need a... This has gotten pretty bad.
Yeah.
I might even scoop this one if I were you.
All right. Yeah, Sarkhan comes down, and then we have to give up the Doom Foretold, and then Time Wipe doesn't really do anything.
It kills the dragon.
Yeah, it kills the dragon they'll make. That's fair, I guess.
But that's still not a good trade.
All right. Well, in the interest of seeing more decks and...
Right, we have plenty to look over. No sense in having a slow death.
Yeah. All right, found a mythic in the random cards. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Dissension might be a backup plan if Conflux goes. I'm in my heart of hearts. I think we're getting Conflux, and I think I'm going to be happy with that. No problem, Raptor. Raptor's pointing out, it's always going to be a small audience day when there's a championship on, but I love playing Magic, so here I am.
That's why we're here. And this looks like a much better hand.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have an early discard.
Yeah, my theory is being shattered before our eyes. But I have 2 draws to turn it around. I'm going to start with a Temple of Silence. Effectively 3. Yeah, I think we can move that back.
Yeah, we don't need that one.
Here it comes. Come on. Prove me right. Thought Erasure off the top. That would be like the funniest thing.
You need a way to knock on the top of your deck in Arena.
Yeah.
That was a feature you should have put in here.
Yeah, right. That's right up there with the let's give the shuffle button that does nothing just so people shut up. That's another one.
Shuffle button would be awesome.
So do we have to just drop a Fae to
I would
get some defense down?
Yeah, Fae for D. That is what they're there for.
Just didn't know if casting the adventure was so important as to not put up some D here.
So I don't know if you know that I made a version of Duels of the Planeswalkers to simulate regular play where you did have to manually hit a shuffle button. For the longest time, it was the web-based demo for Magic. And you actually clicked on the top of your deck to draw from it. And you also clicked to shuffle it.
Interesting to test, but then did you just conclude this is realistic? But
no. It was critical because this was a version designed to teach people paper magic. And we actually put those in response to user testing because the new audience we were teaching was forgetting to shuffle.
Interesting.
So it was actually an intentional shuffle button feature. You need to bounce the priest.
Yeah, it's going to be trouble, huh? That means we can just grave or backwater.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you swing? You've got another black in there untapped? Yes.
Cost us 2, though.
It does. Let's do it the other way. Just bounce.
All right.
That's easier. Bounce, then wrath.
Good old fairy buying us time.
If you weren't under quite as much pressure, swinging with the rankle, making them discard, and both players sacking a creature would have been viable.
Well, if they deploy another thing to the board, we'll get pretty good. Get them pretty good. Come on, play it.
Play it. Put it out. Put it out.
Oh, well,
Coward.
we could, yeah, we still just got to do it, right? So time wipe.
You still have to do it.
Maybe they'll think, aha, we got the time wipe, and then they dump the hand and we time wipe them again.
I think that is their backup.
One of these in exile? No. Okay, these are. This is in exile. These are in the graveyard. It's hard to figure out sometimes.
You do want to top deck an oath. It's hard to beat aggro without life gain.
Yes. However, we can just wipe
Wrathing
these and stabilize after that.
Hopefully. You might want to set a stop. Well, no, you still got Rankle. You know you're going to play next turn.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Awk. Actually, maybe we need to Narset, find something to deal with that.
Probably.
Let's start here. Whiff.
Wow.
It happens. Man. It happens. It happens.
You really wanted an oath.
We can Rankle. We can pay 2, go to 5, but then we go to 4, and then this is super trouble.
So they're going to hit for 5. You don't have a choice. So, erase.
Yeah, let's erase, and then we surveil, and that'll help us, hopefully.
Erase and hope for the best. Yeah,
there, okay. Is that enough, though?
That's what you need. Well, it
doesn't kill it.
It doesn't kill it. Oh, no, but Rankle kills it.
How does Rankle kill it?
It sacrifices itself.
Oh, sure. So do we want to keep this for the life gain then?
I would keep it for the life gain for the next creature they drop. You're going to be at 2, but it's...
Duncan, you need to adjust the search parameters. The link, unfortunately, it doesn't update. It's when I made that link, it just locked in the date range. So you got to update the date range, or you did and you still don't see it.
Okay, don't play a land. Do not play your land here.
All right, we're gonna
Rankle. Ugh. Use. Oh, you're so bad at that.
I am.
So, Rankle, you're going to discard and sacrifice.
Okay.
And you're going to throw away your land.
Sure.
You got to hit both. Whoa, yeah.
I did. Okay. Yep.
It's easy to...
Save oath for an actual creature?
Yeah, we save oath for the creature they drop. There it is. We should set a... Well, we can do it at the end of the... Oh, heck. It took away our ability to scry.
Oh, yeah.
It tapped our land.
I was looking
set a stop in the upkeep.
Okay.
And play your land. You're going to need the mana for the...
So you want to scry here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take another Narset.
Narset's always good. And we're back in business. This is the Esper game plan.
Esper game plan coming to fruition.
This is actually the viable plan for this deck. This is, as I said, just on the edge of stable.
Let me look at what's going on there. Certainly I'll at least just... Yeah, I don't know. I see Blue Dredge, but let me just link it to you this way. There's the Blue Dredge. Sorry, Oppo, not slow rolling you. Oath?
Take the oath.
More life.
Yeah, they're empty.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to pick off one creature at a time here.
Put a stop also.
Wink. All right, thanks, Wujo. My heart's kind of set on World Wake or Conflux. If we don't get Conflux, I'm going to be sad. That's really where my head's at on this draft now. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it's a charity event in which we get to draft one more set from which to make modern decks out of a 4-set card pool.
Oh, go for Doom Foretold.
Yeah, Doom seems all right. Kaya. Stop it. Do we need Kaya for anything?
Life gain.
Yeah, sure. Kaya's all right. Well, let's start with Doomy Doom.
Yes, Doom first, because I think you want to play that instead of the Oath right here. You've got enough life to do it. And you've got some junk to get rid of, like your Oath that you were going to waste.
Oh, it did. We don't have the mana.
Well, then Oath.
Yeah. We can also go ahead and Narset and get at least the Kaya.
Sure.
Or another Doom Foretold or another Narset. How about another Narset?
Another Narset. Although they're all good.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Doom Foretold is also life gain.
Right.
Not a lot, but a little goes a long way.
Probably go to our face, which makes total sense, but I'm glad they didn't go for Narset because it's Doom Foretold fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. They might go for Narset here. Or maybe just our face still, though. Yeah, they just want us dead.
Right.
If they don't play anything else, it should be fine. Okay, good.
Good. Time to drop out the Abyss.
Yeah, just making sure I don't want to keep that castle up, and I don't this time.
No.
Let's do this, enter tapped, and we'll save Narset so that we have this superfluous one to make them ditch whatever they've got.
Or to, use
sack
it on there. Yeah, sack your Narset. Well,
yeah.
Sack Narset.
Sack Narset, sure.
Right. You needed to blow up on their turn so you can gain the life and make them. Oh, right, even better. Discard first.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's see what they got. Sack Narset because we knew in Narset we had another one.
Take out the witches, of course.
Yeah, only one thing to do there anyway.
Right.
Put that down.
Play your Narset.
I don't know why Oath would be preferable because it prevents us from being able to cast Narset here. We can go. What do you want?
I would take a Narset. It's hard to beat.
All right.
You don't have to not play it. Just,
no.
Just for... And Oppo should be feeling that slow strangling feeling at this point. There we go.
Sure. Let's do this and just...
Oh, yeah. Doom is the way you win with this.
Make them feel it. This probably... Because it makes them scoop, right?
It should. You play Kaya, get a couple life. Don't forget your token has vigilance, of all things.
Kaya is game. Get rid of those cats and they let it go. All right. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It can beat anything in the format, and it's not in the format.
Yeah. Interesting. That's Narset for you. Jeez, she's good. We have her on our team in the modern draft. But let's go for deck number 3 now, shall we?
All right. So let's switch over to Eldraine Constructed.
Okay. Which one do you want?
So let's just
it's just this
play
one.
a quick game with bring up the deck. Do you have last week's decks in here?
I have them quickly available. Yeah,
If you
right here.
could pull up the Eldraine, if you remember the peasant
Oh,
deck we built
we
last
did, but
week.
we played it on the free-to-play account since it was peasant,
Oh,
which we're not. So I'll
then
just load it up real quick.
import it. Yeah, load it
The
in.
Sly or the
No, the green-black peasant.
Peasant Adventure?
The
Okay.
adventure, yeah. That deck was, I wanted to put in a pauper deck or a peasant deck so that any of the viewer or listeners who want to have, just something they can play in the format to get the prizes, regardless of collection size. It was only 4 cards off. And if you remember, it was very solid.
Yeah.
We're playing it. The only thing that needs to change is 4 of the lands, which I think they're already changed in this build that you just imported.
Okay.
I just, you swapped out the black-green tap lands for basics.
Okay.
Done. Peasant, ready to go.
All right, let's try it.
You have all the cards.
I do. And we could. So, would you, if you were going to upgrade this, would you put in Murderous Riders? Is that like the big
Murderous Riders and the Beast, of course.
All right. Well, let's play it as peasant, and then let's upgrade it to what you would do for optimal.
That sounds great.
Oh, I'm not. If I think deck should work for
it'll work in
cardboard,
standard, of course, but
just curious. Yeah, shouldn't.
This looks awfully good.
Okay. Yeah, that's not updated yet. I think I have it here. I can do this though. Let's start here though. Do we want Cauldron Familiar or Innkeeper?
I believe you play the cat first.
Yeah, because don't care too much if that dies.
Right. See if you can draw a bolt or whatever. Could care less.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and make this last week's deck current. It's just the land swap is the difference here, but now it should be the right one. So yeah, if you want to look at the deck, there it is. That's first strike, so we're not going to block. Looks like we're up against the aggro knight deck.
So I would drop out the charm.
Yeah. For some ramp next turn.
Mm-hmm. Personal small ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice because then you can cast it and the Innkeeper.
Trail. Okay, let's go get some.
Get double green off of this. I don't think Oppo knows what it's seeing.
So I got a fun weekend coming up. I was going to tell chat about. My daughter is so I live in Seattle. My daughter's in college in Olympia, which is about 90 minutes south of Seattle. And then one of my lifetime best friends and one of my OG gaming buddies lives down in Portland. And Clara loves, and I love him too. And a good concert buddy of mine also loves the band Caravan Palace. It's kind of electro swing, French electro swing, Caravan Palace. They are playing in Portland on Saturday. So we are going to, my friend Dan and I are going to leave Seattle tomorrow morning. We're going to drive to Olympia and pick up my daughter and go stay with my friend in Portland and see Caravan Palace. So I'm super excited about that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I have an important Portland question for you.
What's that?
Which donut shop in Portland is your favorite?
It sounds like Voodoo is the big one, right? Voodoo is the only one I really know. So I'd say Voodoo, but I'm not that informed.
Can I recommend Blue Mountain? That's my favorite.
I can give it a shot. And yes, Dave, Dan Dixon, the old Double D. Dan Dixon worked with Dave and I back at Surreal Software. Let's see. Do we need to trail here? We're kind of getting stomped in this one, unfortunately.
Well,
I
you're
guess
gonna, you need to get the trail out there. You
yeah,
need
I
the
think we
card
need to
draw.
trail and eat and see what we find.
Hmm.
I think we're kind of donezo here, though. Oh yeah,
I
we do
don't
have.
know.
Well, it's going to take all of our mana to do it, so it should at least wait until we're blocking.
Well, you've got good life, so
Yeah, that's true. It's just this is a pretty
your life is
intimidating
high.
board.
It's an intimidating board. You're playing constructed.
It's true. Feels like I'm
Now,
playing limited, but hey, wait a sec. This looks like one of my limited decks. That's what happens when you play peasant or pauper or whatever. But
they're playing. They're in block 2, and yeah, they're actually not in block. They're just standard.
right. So we're playing block peasant, and
Yes.
they're playing full powered standard. So yeah. Now then, let's see. Let's chump the
Chump
biggin
the.
and
Yeah,
eat
chump the
here. What
big.
happened? And we take. Yeah, I like this.
That works. Take small victories where you can find them. Eat some food and get some top deck. You actually have 2 clovers, so you have or 2.
Yeah. This is
You
where,
do.
like, you can see why a Murderous Rider would be incredible, right? Drop Swamp, Clover, Murderous Rider, and kill 3 things. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
But let's see what we can get.
Yeah. Another Cauldron Familiar. Order is not going to help us here. We'll take the Familiar.
Order is a card.
It is, but it can't block,
True.
and that's our big problem, right?
Yeah. Well, you can drop out a drain. Well, you can drop out a drain cat.
Yeah, start there. We could order back the other cat.
Order back the other cat.
That's fair. And if we do it, though, let's see. It's not a May, so we won't get the order, but that doesn't even matter because we need to block here. Almost ready to scoop this, but we'll.
I don't quite scoop yet. I mean, I'm as happy to scoop a dead circumstance as anyone, but
You don't think we're dead?
I don't think we're necessarily quite dead.
Clover and lose this blocker? We're not chumping, are we?
Yeah, no, we're not. Clover. Let's go for Clover and see if we can pull something amazing. We do have a 3 for 1.
Yeah, are we chumping with the Innkeeper, though?
We have to. We don't have to. I would just hold the Innkeeper back in case.
Well, then I can attack with it, is all I'm saying.
No, don't attack.
Just in case we need to. Okay, in case they do something else, sure.
I'm not saying to block with it. I'm saying
right.
Let's wait.
But give us the opportunity to block if we need to. Just jump in front of the big stuff.
Jump in front of the big stuff. Take 8.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
That was not the card we wanted.
No. I do that, and of course we are just dead.
Now you're dead.
All right. Can't help myself. Still got to work out my legal obligations on that front, but you didn't see Jay because you're not looking at my dashboard, but I ran.
I saw you play.
Oh yeah, you got it going up.
Princess Bride.
Yes. All right. Let's. Actually, let's upgrade it now.
Okay.
Because I only have a little bit more time, so I want to. Actually, here we'll. I'm gonna go back to decks and copy this, and just call it. Green Adventure. I do post Standard Friday to YouTube.
All right. So, interestingly, just
How many riders? All four?
All four. You're going
It's
into
so
block.
good. Like,
Yeah, the
at one point
question
I was
is
thinking,
how
maybe...
far we want to shift the deck. So get rid of the Flax and Intruders. They're gone.
And
put in a set of riders.
Here's kind of our options.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Lovestruck Beast was
and
your...
Put in Lovestruck Beast.
Got a couple of those. I won't craft for this purpose,
but yeah, it's put in some beasts, put in some riders. You also want to put in, where is it? Lovestruck, rider.
It's possible I don't have it. I should so not collect it also.
Do you have questing beasts?
Let's look. I think I have some.
Actually, you don't need questing beasts in block only. We're not seeing the planeswalkers. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So then just go with the Lovestruck. What do you want to cut?
Oh,
a giant in order?
I've been least satisfied with the Beanstalk Giant of all things in this deck.
Okay. Wow, for the furnace to go on, we've hit 60 degrees in here, I think, so...
I've kind of been really happy with 2 Rose Thorns. It's kind of crazy. So I would cut a couple of giants.
2 giants?
2 giants,
I was looking
maybe 1 trail. Actually, probably 1 trail.
All right, let's try that.
I feel like 4 trails a little much. And that's what I've got 2 for what you've got.
All right, hold on. I'm going to go turn off my furnace. It bugs me. I don't even know if anybody else can hear, but it's enough bugging of me that I'm going to go stop it. Hold on.
Nice comment, James.
James Ham Wanders.
So did you catch it?
Just in time. It was almost out the door. All right, folks, we're going to call this last game.
Actually, do you have time to pull in one other deck before you have to run?
Yeah, we can take a look at some.
I wanted to pull in the red deck as the other deck. It was a high cost one, but it was, for folks who don't really care about, dollars. The Sly deck is, of course, super strong in the format.
Right on. I think we can keep this.
You've absolutely. Cauldron oven. You're going to bake up some cats.
Start on oven, I think. Then we have next turn we can pair if we don't find land to give us a 2-drop. Kaladin. Yeah, I think I like Clover because then we can do the Rose Thorn trick.
Hopefully, yeah.
Mike asks, how would a blue-green Clover deck do at milling? 12 or 16 cards a shot enough?
I looked at it for the format. I didn't quite feel like it was the optimal way to go. I felt like the decks were a little thick and there weren't quite enough good mill. Actually, it wasn't the lack of good mill cards. It was just an overall lack of mill cards. I felt like if there was one more blue-green mill card, it would have made it.
Kind of weird that Oppo did. Sorry to interrupt, but like they're playing. Looks like this. Maybe they're just trying it out, but they milled us. When they're clearly doing the Phoenix thing, so that's a little bit weird.
They don't understand how to play the deck.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. How much mana do we need? We can have 3 or 4 this turn, depending on whether we ETB tap to Cottage. We can go clover and actually let's be super greed.
Be super greed.
I'm gonna do this.
Clover and cat.
And pair. Like we get every like heck or we can just cast the acolyte off of this. Let's go green. Black, green, and then we can just decide what we want to do here.
I think you want to get the cat out and start getting the cat recursion going.
Okay, so we'll do that. So I guess I could have played the cottage. If I were, if we're on the pro tour, we think out this whole turn before we do anything and play the cottage instead there, if that's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, but I think you want to throw the pair out for food first.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying we have a spare mana that could have been this land tapped instead.
Well, but then you don't get the food off of it.
Oh, well, also, right, I know, but I mean, we gotta... Also, I think maybe we don't... That doesn't work because we can't go clover into Acolyte without 3 untapped lands, so never mind. We did what we had to.
Yeah, we're fine. It's about optimizing your chances of winning, not optimizing your mana on a turn.
Right. But when it's free, you want to optimize. I thought it was free,
Sure.
but it actually wasn't.
Don't forget to do the cat recursion tricks at the end of the turn.
Yes. Maybe they'll give us... Yeah, why do they
Another cat.
They keep giving us chances at another cat with the... Also, they see we have Order of Midnight in the deck. That's dangerous to be milling us for. Clearly, Oppo was not watching our stream earlier, or they would see exactly how to play that deck. As I had the same question, and Jay's like, no, always self-mill.
And once you play it through and realize what the deck can do, that it's... Wow. It is a pure dredge deck.
Mill amount on turn 3? How is that even... Was it like mill, clover, mill? Well, that's not going to work for you. We're going to do this.
It's fine. They can play theirs. We'll play ours.
Seems greedy. Let's pair. Oh, well, that doesn't do much either. I'll attack first anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're a little behind here.
You are. You haven't drawn any real gas other than cat recursion.
I think we go cottage and acolyte here. Wow, Mike, that's something else. You see Mike's sequence that he saw Unlimited? Turn 2 clover, turn 3 clover, acolyte for you, 3 secret keepers.
Ouch.
That'll win you a game of limited magic, I think.
So what do you think about all the milling and limited in this format?
Oh man, I've been ranting about it all week. I think it's I think it's not an appropriate power level for the milling, even if it were just all human drafting, but you incorporate bots not respecting the mill, and it's pretty ugly right now on Arena. I don't think they should ever make mill as powerful it is in limited right now, that as powerful as it is.
I would agree to you. So the next question, how do they make this mistake? It doesn't seem, I mean, it's not a mistake you or I would have made, or I think most of the people that we worked with.
Well, someone was pointing out that like the Secret Keepers don't look that much different from like the Well of Lost Souls, the 0/4 2-mana that was played in RNA. So it's possible they just felt that kind of mill level was fine because we'd seen it recently and it was okay. But RNA had what's the 3-mana put your library back in? Gosh, I lose the name of cards.
Sure, no, I understand. I play it all the time.
somebody in chat will hit it right. Anyway, I think Clear the Mind. Thank you, James. Clear the Mind made milling not a particularly reliable strategy in the format. Of course, we have Forever Young here that ought to have the same types of effect. There's something about the surrounding cards that has just made it oppressively good, and then the arena bots not respecting it makes it almost unbearable.
Was the 0/4 a common previously? It seems like you see a lot more of this one.
That's a good question. Is I think the Well was...
It may have been uncommon. I think
if it was uncommon, that might explain it. And certainly if Secret Keepers were just uncommon, we'd be fine.
Right.
Oh, I'm talking stuff and didn't do my loop. I'm kind of feeling like we're going to lose this one anyway.
Yeah, I think you're in trouble anyway.
I'm in a chat. I'm going to give up on this one. We have no action here.
Sure.
So we didn't get there. And you wanted to pull in...
Since your time limited, please bring in the slide deck for a moment. The current one for the block.
There you go. It is indeed uncommon.
It is uncommon. That's the difference.
So I think it's about that simple.
Yeah, but it still comes into there is no way in the world that Eric wouldn't realize the difference between uncommon and common.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you have lunch with Eric all the time. Ask him how it happened.
Yeah, I need to have dinner with him. I haven't had dinner with him in about a month and change.
All right, so we're bringing in Block Sly or Peasant Sly?
Block Sly. Peasant was from last week.
All right, okay. So we're going to look at one more deck. It's this one. Yeah, the mill counterspell was an RNA as well, although there's a mill counterspell in Eldraine as well, which is also part of the problem. Yeah, it's the combination. Wujo has named the 4 horsemen of the Millpocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Crusher. How many of those we got? I don't think we're at 0. Oh, we only need 1.
Great.
I'm not going to go get it, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's just find a replacement for this one.
I'll throw in another ginger root.
All right.
Or you can throw in Embercleave if you wanted power.
Ooh, let's do Embercleave. I like that.
Mm-hmm. This deck has all sorts of gas in it.
And let's do that. Whee! Love me a good slide deck. Let's see if this is one.
And remember, it's block, which is, it's intended for playing the event that just started.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. We're doing full standard, but this is an idea that you can take into the block event.
Right. Both of these last 2 decks are block event decks. One, James Sly comes from a friend of mine, Paul Sly, who jockeyed the initial Mana Curve deck that I had built forever ago. back in the early days of Magic, back in Pro Tour 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's how it goes in Magic. The name goes to the pilot, not the designer.
So, did you know there's an entire theory about things that are named for people who didn't design them?
No, what's that?
I was reading an article that someone, of course, referred to me. Um, I'll have to get you the name of the material. Ironically, the name is not the person who came up with the idea either.
Perfect. Okay, the current deck is now set is main, so you can check that out. Let's see.
I would look it up. I'll show it next week. I just need to focus on watching the play for a moment.
Yes. All right.
Here, drop out. Beat down with Robber. Yeah, it's all good here. Either action would actually work. But let's see what we can steal from their deck. Oh, that's nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, something we can take next turn, should we choose?
He's a keeper.
He is. Oh.
This is nasty.
Oh. There's all sorts of nasty coming in here.
Oh goodness. Well, let's see what we have to Robin Hood from them first.
Absolutely. See if we can get something more than the 1 drop. There may be a 2. You know, I don't even know you want to cast it. I think you just want to see where they don't block and, well, actually, just drop out another night on your hit them for an extra 4.
Yeah, let's just
pound them.
Boulder Rush their face
twice.
Oh, they've got actually a play they can. What was that? Oh, Shepherd. Okay, sure. You got it.
Sure. Boulder Rush the other one.
Taste the pain, Oppo.
That.
Turn 3, they're at 6. Let's
after blocking.
and they've blocked. That's true.
And discarded a card. Yeah, I hope those 2 cards help. Too bad you're not going to untap.
Oh man, another robber. Let's just do that. Razor's not a fan of the mono red. This is what gets me through my grind.
This is what gets you through that Eldraine event. This is why I want you to pull this in.
All right, we'll even do one more of these. Sly is so fast.
Got the extra 3 minutes?
Yeah, I only have about 4 minutes, but we got it. We got the time.
Are we drafting the set that has Chain Whirler in it?
We already have. We have
That's
it.
what I thought. You do realize I am going to have to look and see what the slide deck looks for the format.
Of course. I think it would be a great commentary to draft War of the Spark as one of your sets and then play Sly.
This is block format, Robert.
We're playing, like, our opponents are playing standard, but we're showing decks to use in this upcoming Eldraine only format.
We have the Eldraine only event this week, and this is my suggested deck if you just want to go out and win the event and take home the prizes.
Looks like could be Simic Flash or possibly the Golos. It has a breeding pool in it at least.
There's actually a couple of decks it could be. It could be Simic Flash. It could also be one of the food decks.
This is interesting. What's Bant?
Yeah,
Bant ramp. Bant ramp.
There's Bant. Well, it's Bant food.
Well, we're gonna let them
Yeah,
trade off if they
whatever it
want.
is, see what they want to do about gingerbread.
Yeah, ginger brute with Torbern is not amazing, but also you just want your, you're limited to Eldraine here, so at some point, now
So
we
the
can just
nice
drop
thing
this,
is,
right?
can we kill their planeswalker? Because we can, when we attack, we get Ember Cleave in,
Yeah,
which is going to make one of these hit for 4. You
yeah.
could just kill their planeswalker.
Yeah, let's do it.
You've got just enough. If nothing else, the thing is, you could also just do 6 to the dome. Both are good.
Just in the spirit of F Oko, we're gonna
I
do
just
this.
I'm not sure this is the right play. Your hand's a bit jank with too much land. Bet they don't have that happen often. There's not used to
Ember
block
Brute.
beats. That is not Oko.
Not Oko, and
Not even
they can
close.
go hunting all they want. We're gonna go hunting for their face now.
Yeah. Top decking something good would be nice.
It's not even Bant Super Friends. It's non-black Super Friends.
That's not really, not the ideal burn spell for the format, but it's what we've got.
Hey, when you've only got one set to work with and you're dedicated to making a sly,
You take what you got.
You take what you can get.
I think you kill the druid.
Yeah, we just don't want even blocking, right?
You don't want him blocking. You don't want the mana. What else you can do with a kind of crappy removal spell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Oppo's got quite the brew going.
I've actually seen this before. It's one of the standard decks actually being played this weekend.
4-color Planeswalker.
Yeah,
basically.
it's this band. I mean, it's probably the 3rd or 4th most common deck. You're just playing all the good cheap planeswalkers. Take all the 3-drop planeswalkers and play them.
Make them eat their food here or drop something.
By the way, it's okay for you to draw the Super Aura Flame and kill them on your turn.
Let's try that.
They do realize that land doesn't have haste, right? It doesn't. Well,
it does,
I
doesn't
guess
it?
It does have haste. Oh,
Yeah.
it can block Ginger Root then.
Does it keep haste forever? I guess it does, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
That is interesting.
I think of haste as like falling off,
I do too.
But it doesn't.
Let's double check that. I thought it had fallen off.
Now, creature with vigilance and haste, it'll stay there.
Okay. That's a shame.
Huh, they didn't want to attack. That's interesting. Or did I miss it? No, they didn't. Yeah. Oh, Ember Cleave could...
Ember Cleave is good. Is it legendary?
Oh, it is. So that's not quite as useful.
Wow, that's a Nambo.
Although
I guess you can deploy it if once they block one. Oh, yeah, you can deploy it when they block one.
Yeah, they block one, we deploy it onto the other.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome. Nobody's going to see that coming. You also kill them on the turn.
Right.
Yeah. That is the plan, Guru. Show them your Nambo. Oh.
I don't think they meant to do that.
No, they didn't mean to do that. Oh, food?
I kind of want to show him the Embercleave. Like, you think you misclicked, but you were dead anyway, Sketchy 7. They were not dead? They didn't. How are they going to eat food? Oh, because they had the dude to tap with.
Block
Right.
and
Yeah.
tap and eat.
Good call, Wujo. So maybe they weren't dead and they kind of misclicked there and we were able to eke it out. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to be drafting in this thing coming up in the next half hour-ish. Right now, I like, if we go back to that one more time, we were trying to order our top picks for this here draft. We have, you can see down here, we have M11, Dominaria, and War of the Spark. We are currently have World Wake number 1. We're drafting 5th. And I have World Wake and Conflux is a solid 1-2 with where my head's at on these things. And then it's kind of a little bit loosey-goosey. Wujo has suggested to incorporate Dissension into the ranks so that we can continue, because it also has Bant Super Friends type support, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll check out your additional suggestions in Discord. But my big hope is that we end up with Conflux. I'll be disappointed if we don't. It didn't even go in the second round. And we have 5th overall pick. And I'm pretty sure Dana is going to go for Morningtide. And that Modern Horizons World Wake are just going to be too powerful in the abstract. So then we need to... So if Horizons and World Wake and Morningtide are 3 of the 4 that go before us, we just need to fade one more pick to get Conflux. So I'm hoping we get Conflux, but then I'll look at Wujo's suggestions and continue thinking about the top 5 we have here. But that's what's going on there. If you wanted to support the cause that this is all about, you can check out my charity page there, and help our team win. You know how that goes. Anyway, let's get back to Soapbox View. Minimize this. I'm going to thank you so much for hanging out with us, Jay. Appreciate you giving your time.
Pleasure. I will catch you next week and see you all then.
All right. Bye, Jay.
Bye.
And let's see who we can raid today. Who is worthy of our raid? Now, of course, maybe I just let you all go to the go watch the Mythic Championship, but I'll check. Maybe there's somebody doing something else that's worth watching. Looks like Jamie. Yeah, Jamie Topples is playing. Let's raid Jamie. Support the streamers. Toughen it out today. Thank you, Oil Can. Looking forward to my trip to Portland. Thanks for hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. I love streaming even if I'm up against a Mythic Championship. You guys are great. Appreciate your time. And say hi to Jamie for me. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.